Being in your 30s is the awkward stage of being told you're so old by people younger than you and you're so young by people older than you.
Younger generations watching 80s and 90s movies will think that all cameras used to be Polaroids.
Brands like Gucci and Supreme have essentially made being overpriced a business model.
When you're a kid, you want to go to the future. When you're an adult, you want to go to the past.
Someday robots will tell us what they want us to think.
At a certain point, no news is no longer good news.
Drinking water with ice cubes is okay, but water slushy is not a thing.
In the future, when people start to clone exact copies of themselves, tattoos will be one of the most prominent and distinctive ways to delineate between one clone and another, and generation to generation.
Websites use personalization to show you ads for products they think you want, but not to hide ads for products you already have.
No humans are native to a land. We are always mixed and have always immigrated to different parts of the world.
When you're living, you're also dying in a sense.
Humans are the most represented monster in cinema history.
At some point in the future, life itself will be a subscription service beyond your natural lifespan.
People determining your ailments and future in a cup of tea is fantasy. People determining your ailments and future in a cup of pee is medical science.
Good acting is when you're disappointed the actors aren't married in real life.
Most horror movies are scary until the main monster is shown.
Fruit spoils, but candy doesn't. It's always there patiently waiting for you when everything else has gone bad.
There's nothing more stressful than parking illegally and then forgetting where you parked.
In the future, college-level music history classes will have to cover the stories of famous rap beefs and diss tracks.
Now for a quick break. Stay tuned for more shower thoughts. Genesis generation did not put it right and did, in fact, make promises they knew they'd never keep.
Humans technically put themselves in captivity.
Halfway across the world and across the world are the same.
Ventriloquist must be pretty underwhelming to a deaf person.
The word grizzly can no longer be used on its own without thinking about a bear.
The past doesn't exist. It's just the biased, elusive episodes in our heads.
It's so handy, basically everyone carries a super bright flashlight in their pocket.
Viewing outer space is viewing the past.
Convergent evolution favored boobs in the Star Wars galaxy.
I'm Montgomery Jones.
And I'm Amalia Dupre. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll be back tomorrow with more mind-bending shower thoughts. Goodbye for now. If you liked this podcast, check out our other podcast, Daily Dad Jokes. It'll make you laugh and groan. Just search for Daily Dad Jokes in your podcast app or check the show notes page for links. This podcast was produced by Klassic Studios. Please see the show notes page for source credits.